I said to myself, what if I died with her? What if I could actually, God should also take me with her? I found life meaningless. Everyone said that life would be okay, everything would just go back to the same, but all that things they said were lies.
Hi, my YouTube family. There was a moment in my life that I felt that I could not keep going. It is not because I did not want to live. It is because I was tired of surviving. So guys, today we are talking about moments in our lives that we almost gave up. The ones that we hide, the ones that we don't say out loud. This is not really easy for us guys, but if this video helps anyone out there to make them feel less alone, then it is worth doing. Anyways, guys, this is our story.
So guys, this is the moment that I almost gave up. The day I actually received the news that my mom had died. It was the most devastating moment of my life, and I felt like my world was over. It is something that I never thought could actually happen. I thought my mom would live forever with me. She was not just my parent. She was my comfort, my home, my peace, and my source of joy. The day I received the news, I thought it was just something that I could actually live with, but even though she was sick, death was not something that ever came up in my mind. I just thought that things will just happen, doctors will do their things, and she'll be okay. But on that fateful day, on that fateful day, I felt like a piece of me had just left with her, and I felt like I could not do this life without her. It was just moments after I entered my adulthood, 10 days after my birthday. She never lived there to see me as an adult. She never lived to see me survive through this harsh world. I said to myself, what if I died with her? What if I could actually, God should also take me with her? I found life meaningless. Everyone said that life would be okay, everything would just go back to the same, but all that things they said were lies. Yeah, there are moments that I sit and just say to myself, if my mom could just come back, be with me. Life has not been easy, it has been hard. But I tried to say to myself, yes, she left me in this cruel world, but I know her love still lives with me deep down in my heart. I know that. And I try to be strong every day. Every day I wake up feeling tired. Like but I must survive. I want to make her proud. Whatever she is, I know she'll be watching over me, and I must make her proud.
So, allow me to ask, what thought were you going through, Emma was going through your mind, that scared you the most at that time? Okay, after you had she's gone and all that, what is that one scary thought that was on your head and on your mind?
How will I survive without her?
That was your scary, okay? Okay. Did anyone know Ama notice that she was struggling, like mentally? During many preparations za burial, everyone anakuanga focused na, is this thing settled? Is this thing settled? People just see you moving around and they think you're okay, but is there that one person that when at that specific time just looked at you and knew your mental health is not okay and you're not fine?
My dad.
Wow. What would you tell him if he was watching you today?
Thank you for everything, and thank you for stepping in into mom's role. Yeah.
Okay. At that given time, what made you feel like giving up was much more easier than staying?
I felt like giving up was the only option that I had. I wondered how is, even if I'm going through something, will I ever talk to? Yeah.
My last question, what stopped you from giving up?
The dreams she had for me.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was emotional. That was really emotional. Thank God. Maybe I've never seen you cry.
No.
Yeah.
So it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's your time.
And why do I feel like we have to talk about like the same story? But there is no problem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to cry. I want to try my best not to cry, because this is something I really don't like talking about. I promised myself, nisikue naiongelelea. So the thing that almost made me feel like giving up was the only option that I had by then, because it's something that happened before. And yeah, the story is, well, I was in campus, like second year, towards the end of first semester in second year campus. Yes. And okay, before we get there, I want to start a little bit back, so at least you can understand why I felt like giving up was the only option that I had by then. My mom, when we were still growing up in school, she had an accident that made it affected her spinal cord. So when your spinal cord is affected, it also affects your legs. So it's something that we didn't know. We realized later that our spinal cord was affected, because it was not like affected during the accident. What am I saying? Like, it happened, when the accident happened, our spinal cord was affected, so our legs were also affected, but zilianza kukuwa affected some years later. Like we didn't know that our spinal cord had some problems, so they were growing a little bit by. So we realized when it was so late, and of course we have been trying doctors from different areas, even outside, but it has never worked out. So my mom has been on a wheelchair for some period of time now, for some years now, because of that accident. So she stopped doing what she was doing because now she can't do anything anyway. So when we were on second year, that first semester, in fact it was during the final exams, that period, the final end of semester exams, that you know very well, if you miss exams, you cannot graduate with that. So when I was during that period, before we started the exam, my dad was my best friend, my best man in this world. Like the best man, the man that I could ask for in this world was my dad. So my dad was always there for me, even when I was in high school. He was there for me. He was even coming to school. I'm very sure hata walimu walikuwa wameshachoka. Still like coming to see me. When you are in campus, you feel like you are now a grown up. You are all alone. Nobody is watching you because family is not around. So my dad used to come and say hi when he is free. So there is this Saturday, it was he called me on Thursday. He was fine. He called me on Thursday and then told me, nilikuwa nataka kukuona, but sasa Monday tulikuwa tuanze sasa the final exams. So I was like, on Friday I wanted to go somewhere with my friend, and he was supposed. So I told my dad there is no need for him to come and see me because I had planned on going somewhere with my friend. So I was like, we are almost finishing exams, and after exam, of course, I was going home direct. So I told him not to come. We are almost done with the exams, and I will be home very soon. So we did not meet that time, and oh God, don't do that. Okay. So we did not meet. So he promised me that he will send me some money for some shopping on Sunday. He said he will send on Sunday. So I went out with my friends. We were preparing also for exams. So on Sunday I had to call him. Mwambie. Because when my dad akikupromise kitu lazima angefanya. I was sure atanitumia do on that Sunday. So mimi nikangoja. Saturday we talked like normal way. It's like my dad was calling me every day when I was in Kappa. He was so concerned. He made sure that I am fine in all ways. So he was calling me most of the time. Oh, I have a story for another day that I probably will tell you guys. So we are supposed to my dad was supposed to send me some money for shopping on that Sunday. So I waited because akisema atatuma alikuwa anatuma, of course. So I waited, and then I was like, imekuwa too late, but bado hajatuma because it was around saa 2 hivi usiku. So I said let me call. So I called him around saa 2 usiku hivi, and he said, oh, I forgot, because that day he was very busy. I don't know, some things, how things do happen. some days, I don't know, because that day he got really busy with his friends, because I was told now later, because he didn't make to tell me this. So that day he was very busy with his friends after work. So the busy yenye ilikuwa ni walikuwa wameenda tu to have fun with his friends. So my dad was driving. So alikuwa wana have fun, like msee akilewa. My dad was not like drunk. Anamchukua anampeleka kwake because it's around. Ni huko sasa huko Mshango, town ya karibu. So anampeleka kwake, anarudi. So he was the last one to leave. So venye nilimpigia it was in the middle, akaniambia ametoka amepata mahali kwa M-Pesa, because that time you know Ushago duka huwa zinafungwa mapema. So I called him and then he said, nimetoka nikapata M-Pesa zimefungwa, siwache kindly nikuwekea pesa kesho. And then I didn't have any problem with that because I understood, and then I said it's okay. So that was the last thing we talked with my dad. So we sasa si tukamaliza kuongea hivyo. So we waited. I waited. So the following day, sasa it's on Monday, I tried calling, his phone was going off, like simu ilikuwa imefungwa. Now I was not even concerned of calling other people from home, asking them, why is my dad not sending me money? Because I knew maybe something happened home. Unajua home Mshago unakwanga na shida ya stima. So I thought maybe his phone is off. And then that Monday, that was on Monday, my cousin came. I was in school, but I was not living in the hostels. So I had a house I was staying. So my cousin came. My cousin was like my brother to me. He came all of a sudden because, okay, my cousin had a girlfriend around that area. So he called me saying that, nakuja kuona my girlfriend, alafu we can go for a walk. Like the school I was, the places like waterfalls and Evo. So that was the plan. The plan was to go for waterfall. And when my cousin came, okay, my dad got accident that Sunday. After telling me atanitumia do Monday, akienda nyumbani sasa after everything, he had an accident, head-on collision with his cousin, of course. Actually, it was his cousin. So the accident, yeah, that is when I lost my dad through that accident. So my cousin was coming because it's like they knew, like everybody knew I was my dad's favorite. Let me say that. So my cousins, they didn't know how to tell me, let me say that, because everybody was told except me. And my sister knew that we were about to do exams, so I think that's why they decided not to tell me. So my cousin came purposely to come and tell me, but imagine he came, he didn't even have the courage to tell me. He came, we went for waterfall, we came back, we cooked with the girlfriend, we cooked, we ate, and then he just left. He didn't tell me, but he wanted to tell me. Because now when we were walking, he was just giving me stories mpaka nashangaa, leo kwani. So hakuniambia, unfortunately, hakuniambia. Then when I was, he didn't tell me, so it was because of the exams. We were having friends to come over to discuss some things. So that day, my brother, now my cousin, got to know my boyfriend. By then I had a boyfriend in campus. So wakaongea. So aliambia my boyfriend, lakini sasa hakuniambia. And then now my boyfriend, because he knew my dad and he knew my relationship also with my dad, he was also, he didn't even know how to tell me himself. So he even told his mom, because his mom was also my friend. So he told his mom to at least find a way that she can tell me. But nobody told me. So nimekaa tu hivi. So by after that, my boyfriend didn't want to leave me anywhere. Nikienda mahali, he wanted to be there with me. Nikipigiwa simu anataka kuona nani huyo ananipigia, anataka kuniambia nini. So I got like why are you being like this? Why are you being weird? Because alikuwa akiona mtu ananipigia anaona kama, in fact hata mabeshte wangu walikuwa wananipigia wanaona sina habari, so they just leave it. So akiona mtu akinipigia simu anachukua, ikafika mahali sasa akachukua simu yangu akakaa nayo. Sasa usiku nimechukua simu, I'm scrolling through. That time I had Facebook, this up to date, ndo maana nachukia Facebook, and I can't be on Facebook because na scroll hivi Facebook usiku. Now that we have slept, kila mtu ameshughulika, nikachukua simu, I'm scrolling through Facebook. Tell me why naona mtu amenitag na ametag sistangu ati, na amepost a picture of my dad ati we are sorry, we are. And then I was like, what are you telling me? Like, simuongea na babangu juzi, my dad was fine, he was fine. Alafu mtu amepost amenitag ati we are sorry. Ni usiku, in the middle of the night, so I woke my boyfriend. What is this? What am I seeing? And then he was like, now he was now telling me what happened. I remember slapping my boyfriend. I remember slapping him so bad because I felt like he was lying to me. I was not believing in anything. So I remember my dad was everything. He was providing for us, paying my school fees, paying my rent. He was doing everything for us because, you know, my mom is not working now. And my sister, who is our firstborn, was just hustling, you know. So I was depending on my father for everything. So now ati sasa imekuwa hivyo. So mimi sikuwa naamini mpaka ile siku nimekuja hadi home, ndo naona yenyewe watu wako hapa, yenyewe it is true. So that time I was feeling like a lot was in my mind, like who is going to be paying school fees? Because it was me, I was in second year. We had my siblings, all of them were like in high school. And then there was my sister. So I was like, now who is going to do everything? Because now my dad was doing everything for us. Food, everything, he was everything. Because I said my mom now was not doing anything. So I felt like I didn't even want to go back to school because I was feeling like sasa hata nikirudi nitakuwa nasipata aje. So that during that moment I felt like I don't want anything. I just wanted to be left alone. I wanted the world to swallow me alive. Like I didn't want to think about everything because the only thing I was thinking ni nani atakuwa anafanya hivyo, who will be there for us, for my siblings. Nikikumbuka kila mtu kwetu anataka asome, kuwe something. And then now the person who was there for us is no more. And you know, kuna kitu mtu haezangi kuamini ama kuaccept haraka kama a death that one was never expected. Like somebody is just fine and then the next minute they are not there because of an accident or something. Like it's really something. So that is the moment that I feel like there is no need. Like I wanted to give up in everything because I didn't even want people around me. I was depressed. I started doing things that I wish I never did. But anyway, I did that so that I can at least be strong enough, because that took me like in a different way. So, but God is good. He opened the doors, and here I am. I didn't give up, and I'm still kicking and hoping to fulfill all the dreams that I promised my dad, because I really promised him a lot. So yeah, I didn't give up. That is my story, and if you get to watch this video and watch this story, in everything that happens for a reason, because I later realized that God has his own plans, his own ways of doing things. So here we are, still kicking, very strong, but we want to keep the promises that we promised my dad. So that's my story.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Right. That is what happened.
That was crazy, but and that's not let me ask you. I think I'll ask you the same question. At that specific time, who do you think like understood you and knew what you were going through?
I think people who saw me growing, who knew the relationship that I had with my dad, knew what I was really going through, especially my family members. They knew, hey, it was tough for me, because it was not easy. So my family members knew, and friends that knew how much or how close I was with my dad.
What is one thing you'd tell them if you are watching me today?
My family. My family and friends that were there for me, and those who made me feel like life is worth giving a second chance, not giving up. Especially my aunties from my mother's side. They really stood up with us. They really are up to date. So I appreciate everything, and the love and the support. I appreciate it so much. Yeah.
What is that one thought that was going through your mind and scared you the most? And that during that period, and also after now the burial and all that, and now everyone leaves. Unajua after mazishi everyone leaves.
When everyone leaves
And now mko peke yenu, now the family.
you start feeling now the pain.
Yes. What was going through your head?
Let me be honest with you people. The only thing that was going through my head was, who is going to provide? Who is going to do all those things? Because he left my mom in the middle of medication. Has all of us, we were in school. Nobody had graduated. We were still kids. So I was like, the only thing that was all over my mind was like, who is going to do all those things? Who is going to buy us food? Who is going to finish everything that? Yeah, that was.
Okay. I'll ask the last question everyone will answer. So yeah. That was tough. But yeah, life moves on.
Life moves on. We move
Yeah.
on regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment I almost gave up. It was around 2015 December, November and December. For those who know me from back then, I was my mom's child. Okay, see me, I was my mom's child, like ni kama wengine they were not. But me, I was my mom's child. I will not say my mom's favorite, but in lack of another word, I would say like my mom was my favorite human being. She was my everything, because if anything was tough, like my mom will sort it out. My mom will do this. Like, she was my hero in everything. She was my guardian angel and everything. So around that time, 2015, November and December, those are the toughest, like, I think the most the worst memories I have in my head, that it's 10 years now and they're still like fresh in my head. My mom was really sick, and mind you, for us, we were raised by a single mother. So when now she got sick, it's like nothing was moving in our family. Bills were not getting paid and all that. But away from bills and away from providing, she got worse that November and December. And those are the moments that really broke me big time, because I was 13 or 14. 13. I turned 14. Yeah, I turned 14. Those were the worst moments of my life. When I mean she was sick, she was really sick. Really, really sick. I saw my mom not able to go to the washrooms. I saw my mom not able to like clean herself up. I would see her like vomit. I would see her do all those things. I remember after I saw her struggle that much and all that, because it got to a point where we would tungemsikia her praying, akiambia Mungu. Now she used to pray. At that time she was praying in Kikamba, but nilikuwa nasikia, so she would beg God and tell God, I do not want to die, wait for my kids to go to school. I think she knew her time was imefika, but I also feel like she didn't want to die at that specific time when sisi wote tulikuwa huko. No. So she would most of the times tungemsikia akilia, and she's praying. Hapo tu amekaa kwenye kiti. She's praying and telling God, please don't take me now. Give me some time. And at the same time she's praying all that. Unamwangalia unashangaa hakuli, hafanyi anything. Sorry to say, I think I've never told my brother or my sister this, but there's a time, I was young, there's a time I just sat kwa nyumba tu. I was just looking at my mom, because it got to a point where hatungetoka nje. Singeenda kucheza ama singeenda kufanya anything. My sister pia angeshinda kwa nyumba, because now you don't know what she need the next time, you know. So I remember there's a time I'd seen her struggle and suffer sana, and I sat and told God, you know what, in as much as I love her so much, in as much as she's everything to me, I think it's time for you to just allow her to rest. I know I was too young to make such a prayer, because I didn't even know what I was supposed to do next. But I got to that point. I couldn't bear seeing her like suffer that much. Like my mom alikuwa like mwanamke bomb. My mom used to, I will not lie to you guys, we were not suffering. We used to get whatever we wanted. Most people used to think we were rich actually. Me, I used to get whatever I wanted. We used to have everything. So in my head, I never thought that next kumoja naweza na mamangu akiwa in that point of life. You know, like she's fighting for her life and all that. So that is one moment that I wanted to give up, and sorry to say, but at some point I felt like I did, because for me to get to a point of saying, you know what, God, enough is enough, just take a hand and we will figure it out huko mbele.